so it'll be Fallout randomness. I know I said I wasn't going to stream on the weekends, but no one's really on. So I'm feeling like we can get a couple hours of streaming in and not really have to worry about it. Or not a couple hours, of a nice quick stream in. Sorry if you hear my phone in the background. I'm trying to I'm just trying to get it to charge. We'll go over my build again when we start because I changed it again. I'm constantly playing with it because I'm trying to figure out exactly what to do. I did move my base. The next time I move it, it will be on stream. But okay, let's get out of the water. The garage is always the same. It kind of moves with me. It's so I don't have to always redo my prices. It's my shop, which is shut down right now because I'm at near max. And I just have the basic accoutrements upstairs, crafting and stuff. It doesn't stop me from adding more crafting other places. Like over here in the tiny house is my brewing station, which there isn't one in there, but another cooking station in here. And here's a makeshift tour of my camp. Kinda tiny, I know, but okay. Alright. So, overview of build quickly. It's a Junkies build, of course. The only thing I've really changed is I took 3 out of endurance again, and I moved it back to agility, just to sneak a little better. I added dodgy, but I'm partially thinking that if my build goes the way I want it to, I won't need dodgy. We can throw that on for a bit of increase that. And unless I'm doing something hard, I probably won't need that. And right after I start a stream, all my friends start inviting me to a party. Okay. We'll do Rejuvenated and Aqua Boy for now. I am borrowing a weapon from a friend right now, and that's this Junkies Faster Fire Rate Combat Rifle. And I got a new fire axe that I've been playing with. She's a beaut. This is another Junkies fire axe that I got that I'll probably slap in my vending machines for a price, expecting an offer. Which I might as well go put it in there right now. We'll say 10K. But I guess we're calling it super early. I'll probably just rename this my build video, and we'll go over my build like in depth right now before I stop the stream. So I am a Junkies Vanguard's build. High health and whatnot. So we'll go over my preferred weapons. I don't like explosives because they degrade so fast. So I prefer I prefer faster fire rate and limb damage. Those are my two preferred effects. I have a Junkies faster fire rate, just 2-star combat rifle, and I have a Junkies that's a vampires, but that's not one of my weapons. I need to return it to the owner. I have this Junkies fire axe. It's just for low-end mobs, and when I want to screw around smacking a friend or whatever, and we're screwing around in a little bit of PvP. I also have my Junkies faster fire rate, movement speed while aiming, combat-y. Or not combat, handmade. And then armor-wise, cosmetic stuff isn't very important, but I run a Vanguard right arm with action point refresh rate. It's just a 2-star. I'm looking for a 3-star. I want heavy combat. I'm also debating on kind of changing up my build in general. And that might be getting rid of the Sentinel effect. Just try to find the 3-star heavy combat pieces that'll work for my build that don't have Sentinel. Because I crouch most of the time, which from research says Sentinel doesn't work because I'm not standing. And I'm not a hopper. I hate that shit. So, yeah. My right arm is Vanguard action point refresh rate. My left leg is an life-saving combat heavy. Sentinel +1 luck. My chest is chameleon radiation resistant Sentinel. My left arm is Vanguard's Charisma Cavalier. It's a placeholder piece. My right leg is probably the best piece I have. And she's definitely a keeper. She's my auto stim, action point refresh rate, harder to detect while sneaking piece. And that's everything. I have a lot of the backpack mods, so I keep those on me. I have armor plated, energy resistance one, a big backpack, and a refrigerated backpack. I think I have the lead line backpack, but I haven't put it on anything. Okay, and now let's go over just my perk cards. Those haven't really changed since my other builds, but those who are curious about a Junkies Commandos non-VATS build, this is the stats I usually generally run. I've been playing with it. A lot of the times I don't run in teams, so these perks are very fluid. These two will usually get replaced with Lone Wanderer. And then I just jumped out of order, and I'm sorry about that. So my strength perks are as follows. It's Traveling Pharmacy 3 because I carry a lot of chems and stim packs. And then Bandolier because I carry a lot of ammo. Perception is a fluid area too. You can run this as a commando or a sniper build depending on what you want. Tank Killer is a tough one. It's one of the better perks to choose, but I don't really think it's necessary because from what I've researched and what I've seen other people talking about is the stinging mag puts you at almost max, and then you get like 15% more armor pen from this. It's just on right now because I was experimenting with something that didn't have a stinging mag on it, and that could actually just come off right now and go for probably long shot, so my damage fall off is a little further away. And right now my endurance perks and my endurance in general is kind of up in the air. Chem Fiend I really like. I'm trying out Rejuvenated because when I keep myself well fed and well hydrated, I get a better buff from it. Aqua Boy is just on there because it was the only 1-star perk that would really kind of help me out. I honestly might, I probably will right now, just take it off and run one hydro fix, just so I don't have to worry about water as much. And then Charisma, this is a very fluid area. It all depends on what I want to do and if I'm running on a team. I always have Field Surgeon on. My stim's working faster. It's just, it can save your life. It may become less necessary if my build becomes what I want it to be, and that's to be like a pure stealth commando where I'm rarely getting attacked. And I usually don't, if I'm running solo like right now, I'll run Lone Wanderer. If I'm in a team, it's Stranger in Numbers and either Inspirational if I want more XP or Tenderizer. Intelligence is a varying. You can run this as whatever you want, but I usually run 3 in field first aid. I had Field Surgeon on the mind, sorry. But so first aid, because your stims are just a little bit better. And this perk will probably always stay on. And this perk is kind of fluid. If you really like explosive weapons, you can run it instead of this. You can run explosive demolitions expert instead of it to get a little bit more damage. But your explosive weapons degrade so fast. It's a little crazy keeping up on maintenance. Even if you do the queen all the time, I have friends, me and my friends do the queen quite a bit, and I'm at like 90 some repair kits, and my friends who run explosive weapons can barely keep like 30 in their inventory because they're repairing every like time she lands. Agility is a very fluid area. It is... Covert Ops is kind of necessary for the little bit of extra damage if you want to make sure you're one-tapping things. Sneak is really nice. Escape Artist is really nice. Probably the two necessary perks for a Stealth Commando build. And my third perk, or my fourth perk, is kind of fluid right now. I'm going to be testing out Action Boy, but I don't know if that's going to be a permanent piece. Bloody Mess is amazing. It gives you 15 extra damage across the board. So even if I picked up a weapon I'm not spec'd for, like a Gatling gun, I do a little bit more damage. Class Freak is just to get rid of some of the negatives from my mutations. Curator is so that when I have my stealth boys, or not stealth boys, when I have my small guns bobbleheads active, they last a lot longer. So I don't need to be popping one so often, so my stash can stay around longer. And Starch Genes, so I don't lose any of my current mutations. Which my current mutations are adrenal reaction, just so when I'm at low health I can get a bit more damage. Bird Bones, probably really for the agility. You can see them there. Yep. Alright, I will be back later, guys. I'll rename this stream later and put the proper tags in. I hope you guys enjoyed.